Hello there guys, so the last time in the anime, we saw that Belle was diagnosed by Freya Familia's doctor, and she said Belle has been cursed, and as a result, his memories were replaced by fake ones. Freya's plan were going smoothly, as this could become a chance to brainwash Belle that he always belonged to Freya Familia. Uranus was not under Freya's charm power. So she stuck a deal with to keep him away from her plans, and Uranus couldn't do anything because even Fels was under Freya's charm spell. And at that time, Freya was slowly breaking Belle from the inside by using a potion to update his stats, which only gods whom they belongs to could update. And she made sure to approach Belle slowly by wearing a nice dress and asking for help in getting changed, but Belle was shy and ran out, which made Freya adore Belle even more because not a single man had ever ran away from her in the middle of the night. As for Asfi, she had saved Ryu by taking her away from Oreo Town. And when she woke up, Asfi tells her about the situation of how everyone had fallen under Freya's spell, and if they get caught too, there will be no hope left to save Belle. So they have to go there carefully while gathering intel first. And Hestia, she went to meet Uranus to show him the letter Hermes gave her, but he stopped her midway or else Freya would know about it through Fels. Her eyes and ears are everywhere. So Hestia was all alone for now then. Freya was getting report as her children were keeping an eye on everything. Goddess Hestia and even Zenus, who might not be under her charm. As for Belle, his potential was good, but he lacks real-time experience, so as long as he gets that he will grow more stronger. Then Freya asked them to give Belle a bit of freedom, yet keep the surveillance on him. But Hayden had an issue, which was that Belle had asked him about Seer, and naturally he told him that Seer never existed. So Freya didn't see that point of the issue. He said Seer never existed, so that's the end of the story. But then Freya asked Hayden about why he trained Belle for the date. Hayden says he did it because Belle didn't know how to make a woman happy, so he was ready to take punishment if she didn't like it. Freya said she doesn't mind, but everyone knew she does anyways. Hayden asked for permission to educate Belle himself because he thinks he's the best to draw out his potential. Hayden says he's doing it to serve her to his best with his loyalty, so Freya agreed. And with that, Hayden started to train Belle himself. Belle was on the verge of exhaustion thinking of his familia. So he kept his mind on training, but the lingering feelings were making him depressed every moment. Then, while Belle was having dinner, Van had noticed Belle's right arm shakes sometimes in fight. So he suggested him to use that habit to lure in his opponents, because it's easier to read his right arm's movements when it shakes. Van started to respect Belle since he could hold his own against Hayden. That's why he helped out. But he still hates Belle as a person. But that's just how Van is, always showing concern in a rough way. Then, at night, Belle goes to Freya to talk, and she offered to lift the curse if Belle wants to. She saw it was eating him up, making him suffer. That way, if a shred of doubt makes Belle undergo this treatment, Belle will become hers fully. But Belle refused her offer. It was disappointment. But Freya was patient enough. She gets a report from Otto that Mia isn't making any move, but Ryu is missing. So Otto apologized that he didn't caught Asfi at that time. Freya lets it go because she knew they would return in time, and lays a trap to catch them when they do. And just as she predicted, Asfi and Ryu entered the town in hoodies, and Freya had decided to go with Anya first. Anya was in the tavern unaffected by Freya's charm. And from the things that happened, she had lost her spirit, yet she asked them about Seer, but the girls had no memories of her. Anya panicked from what they said, so Mia stopped her rampage. Because she knew Seer, but no one else did, as Freya had made everyone else forget about Seer. So Anya couldn't take it in and ran out. But Vanna Freya, her older brother, found her. He told her to follow him, and he'll explain everything. So to find the answer, Anya goes with him. And Ryu was in the alley when she saw Anya leaving with Vanna Freya. He took Anya to meet Freya. Anya thought Freya did something to Seer, so Freya showed her she was Seer all this time. She reminds Anya by doing and saying the same thing when they first met, and Freya invited Anya to her place. It made her pissed, so Vanna beat Anya up, and seeing this, Rui came out. Freya told Vanna to back off, as Freya knew Ryu would come out seeing Anya. It was a trap, and Ryu had heard everything, so she asked her why she did this. Was their friendship and time they spent were all game to her? Freya replied with a brutal yes, and said she was bored being a goddess all the time, so she chose to have fun between the children's. But now she's done with it and doesn't want to hide anything. She wanted to get Ryu on her side, but Ryu rejected her and still believes Freya is not seer. So Freya unleashed a bit and restrained Ryu with her powers, but she quickly lets her go. Then she gave her an idea that she can share Belle with her. She had nearly broken Belle to make him hers. She doesn't like anyone else having Belle. Yet Freya chose to make an exception for Ryu only. They can enjoy Belle together, and while loving in a three-way, their souls will leave marks on each other's. More so, Ryu could have Belle's baby, but she refused. Freya expected this, so she made her unconscious and ordered Alan to lock Ryu up in the cell, as she doesn't want to defile Ryu's soul with her charm. After that, Anya woke up. Alan told her to stay out of their way. It left her in a blank state. So everything lies solely on Asphai's shoulders now that Ryu had gotten caught. Then, at night, the daily schedule of meeting with Belle goes on, but Freya looked depressed for some reason. Belle fails to see a girl's feelings, but he noticed this instantly. So Freya told him she had a fight with a friend, so Belle told her to patch it up again. But Freya was unable to because she had made up her mind for something above everything else. However, Belle says that they can get back together after some time has passed, and once she does, she will know that her friend has become more important than ever. This makes Freya love Belle even more, and she came out and confessed it, and Belle's expression was stupid. And seeing this, Freya said she adores him so much, but that line was the same that Seer used. One moment, it puts Freya in shock, but she hides it by scolding Belle for talking about another girl when the goddess of beauty herself confessed her love to him, so she told him to go away for now. And Horn had heard the entire exchange, but had to leave since Hayden noticed her. And this is where our episode 7 ends. Yet stay tuned to watch more of its episode on my channel. And for that, subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon to never miss an update. Till then, take care.